Hi, I'm Linda Stanek, and I am super excited to share that my book, Once Upon an Elephant, has been chosen as a finalist for the Children's Choice Book Awards. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to share with you the story behind this story. A few years back, I had the chance to work on a book with the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. I wrote a book about their baby elephant, Biko, and look how cute he is there. When I met him, he was about 6 months old, and today he's about as big as his mother and getting bigger all the time. While working with the zoo on this book, I learned all kinds of fascinating things about elephants. One thing I learned was about elephant trunks. Elephants have these amazing trunks. They're so sensitive they can pick up a single piece of grass, or they can wrap around and pull down an entire tree. Elephant trunks have somewhere between 50,000 and 100,000 muscles in them. No one actually knows how many muscles are in an elephant trunk. Think about a human body. We have about 650 muscles in our entire body. So that's a lot of muscles in one elephant trunk. I learned about elephant families. Elephants live in family groups of females. The males, when they grow up, go off on their own, but the females stay together their entire lives and are led by the oldest elephant in the group. She's called the matriarch. I learned about elephant teeth. Elephants have teeth that are about the size of a brick, and they weigh 11 pounds. They come in the back and sort of move forward conveyor belt style. I knew that elephants were endangered species. I knew that they were hunted for their ivory tusks. And I knew that elephants don't shed their tusks, so all ivory comes from a dead elephant. What I didn't know is that elephants could be extinct in just 10 years. Can you imagine a world with no elephants? The most amazing thing that I learned about elephants is that they are what is called a keystone species. That means that they are so important in their habitat that if we were to lose them, we would lose other species, plants and animals, in their habitat too. Elephants help others in their habitat by digging for water during droughts when rivers and watering holes dry up. After they dig and drink, other animals can get water there too. There's a part of Africa where 1/3 of the trees have seeds that fall in pods so thick they cannot sprout. In order to sprout, they need to be eaten by an elephant, partially digested, so then the trees can grow. Without elephants, we would lose a lot of trees. Elephants create paths in the savanna from walking and trampling down grasses in the same areas over and over. Sometimes in the savanna there are wildfires, and when those fires get to an elephant path, those paths serve as a fire break. So other animals that cross that fire break can sometimes get away. One day I was discussing elephants with a conservationist, and he said to me, "It's hard to imagine that someday elephants could be like a fairy tale." What he meant was that they could become extinct. And I went home and I kept thinking about that. I was thinking, once upon a time, once upon a time. And then at one point, my thoughts changed and I thought, once upon an elephant. And that's where I began with the story. And that was the beginning of writing this book. Arbordale Publishing decided to create this book. They paired me with Shannon Bersani, a wonderful illustrator, and she did a terrific job. They also had it fact-checked by the International Elephant Foundation so that we could be sure that all of our information was absolutely correct. Knowing that these important animals are endangered is worrisome, but there is something that every single one of you can do. Talk to others about how important elephants are. Let them know that they could become once upon a time. After all, finding a solution to any problem begins with letting other people know that there is a problem. Thanks so much for spending this time with me and learning about my book. I hope you will take the time to read Once Upon an Elephant and spread the word. Elephants need our help. And if you want to, vote in the Children's Choice Book Awards. Thanks again, and let's save wild elephants.